Imagine you're at a get together where you can enjoy a colossal amount of different flavors, from a sweet pie to a sour lemonade, a spicy salsa, or to a salty pretzel. You admire all of the different colors of the vibrant fruits and vegetables that are laid out on the never ending table in front of you, and you feel the summer breeze against your skin as you smell all of the delicious aromas coming off of these foods. Food is a marvelous attribute of life that we as humans are able to share with each other at things like get togethers. But if you're like me, it takes forever to decide on what to make and share at these get togethers, and it's left for last minute. Having a recipe that's easy to make and quick to make can come in handy in these situations. And I have experienced this many times, and I now have a go to recipe that I can make in less than 15 minutes. And because of these experiences, I'm qualified to talk about last minute recipes to share at get togethers. So today I'm going to show you how to make chimol, which is also known as pico de gallo. The first thing you're going to want to do is gather your ingredients. You're going to need tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, limes, salt, and cilantro. And once you've gathered your ingredients and you've washed them, you're going to want to chop them. You're going to chop the tomatoes, the onions, the cilantro, and the jalapenos. Um, the amount you chop depends on how much you're planning on making. So there's not a set amount of each ingredient that you need. You can also change it up a little bit. You can um, you can use different types of each ingredient. I like to use green limes, or you can use lemons if that's what you prefer. You don't have to incorporate the jalapeno if you don't like spiciness, but I've always done it because my family loves spiciness. And you can use white onions rather than purple onions if that's what you prefer. So you can tweak the recipe to how you like it. Speaking of tweaking the recipe, you can also um, add stuff to it to your preference. You can add shrimp, which is what my culture knows as ceviche. It's basically chimol, but it has shrimp added to it. So you cook the shrimp, and when you make the chimol, and then when the shrimp is cooked, you add it to the chimol. And what my dad likes to do when he makes it is once it's all mixed together, he likes to leave it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour, so the flavor can get soaked up very well, and then he'll take it out, and then we can enjoy it with our fruits, and it's very good. You can also add avocado if you like avocado. We met a family who is now very dear to us. They're from Mexico, and they commonly add avocado to their pico de gallo slash chimol. So it's something that, if you like avocados, you can add that if you want to try this recipe out. Or if you like shrimp, you can also add that as well. Now, along with being able to add stuff to the recipe, you can eat chimol in many different ways. The most common way of eating it is with chips, like a chips and salsa kind of combination. It's a great thing to munch on if you're at a cookout and you're waiting for the main course, the burgers, the hot dogs to be done cooking. Something you can munch on while you wait. Another common way that my family personally likes to eat it with is on top of rice. So whenever we make chimol and we have rice, we like to put some on top of rice. Now, when you get to the lime, I recommend you squish your lime like so, especially if your lime is very hard. I like to do this a lot because that way the juice in the lime gets very, I guess, liquidy, or like you're able to get more of the juice out when you do this. So if you choose to make this recipe one day, it's a tip I highly recommend. That way you get the most out of your lime, or lemon if that's what you prefer to choose. But I recommend you use lime, it's better. So then you're going to add your lime to the chimol. You can add however much you want, depends on your preference and also the amount you're making. And then you're going to add your salt, and then you mix everything together. This recipe is great. It's quick and easy to make. And along with that, it's a great way to get, if you have kids, you can get your kids engaged into the kitchen. If they're constantly complaining that they're bored. If you're ever making this and they're complaining that they're bored, ask them to help you. It's a great way to get your kids involved in getting, I guess, like in the kitchen and stuff. And also a great way for you to bond with your kids if you have any. Another thing I'd like to mention is that it's a very low cost and it's also healthy, as I mentioned. So it's very, anybody can really make it as long as you're not allergic to the ingredients. This is what it looks like, by the way. Um, Also, like, if you're very, well, it's a very busy world, so everyone's busy, but also college students, this is a great way for college students to be able to get um, some extra touch on their meals. It's very low cost and it's quick to make and doesn't take that much effort. So today I showed you how to make chimol or pico de gallo. I showed you the steps on how to make it and how it can be tweaked and eaten in different ways. Um, in this busy world, the last thing we need is the extra stress of trying to make this huge big meal to be able to share it, get together. So this is something that I highly recommend for you guys. It's very quick, easy to make. And so whether you're at a beach or at somebody's backyard, you can enjoy some of this while you think about the simple things in life.